you're seeing, and I'm looking at a riot that's taking place on the Holy Mount there in Jerusalem, and this is in October, November of 1914. I mean 2014, and so we're seeing that the people are really upset and concerned about who's going to be in possession of that Holy Mount that is being contested now. We have three major religions that are tussling over it, having secret meetings and assigning a situation where there's been the tension so great that they're rioting over the whole thing. So the Jerusalem temple is supposed to be there, and it's supposed to be controlled by Israel. Israel has agreed to have secret meetings since in the early 70s, and those meetings have been designed around trying to negotiate the PLO and the Palestinians with Islam and the Muslims in a peaceful resolution of who can worship there. So gradually these meetings over periods of from the early 70s to today have produced, the fruit of it has been that they've agreed that they're going to put the new third temple here, since Solomon's temple was destroyed way back in 586 by the Romans, and then Herod's temple was built, and that's the time of Jesus Christ when he was here, and then of course they destroyed that temple in 70 AD, and now the new third temple is being anticipated being built pretty quick, and they've agreed that a certain amount of land, about a 35-acre tract, is going to be given to, has been assigned. A deed has actually been signed in 1979, I believe it was, and so a deed has been given. The Catholic Church is now going to be on the Temple Mount, helping to establish and build the new third temple. The Islam faith has agreed to that. Yasser Arafat had entered into those meetings earlier, and then Perez and the presidents of Israel negotiated with them, and the other leaders, many, some 10 different meetings at different situations. Bill Clinton was involved in it, and they have agreed that a deed should be honored, and that right there on and close to the Temple Mount, which is not too far away, and that is where David's tomb was, and his sarcophagus, it was placed there, and so that's a site where they say that was very important, that they put the new temple right there close to the mount. This is a continual footage of the Holy Mount. We were talking about how that the three major religions of the world are contesting over who's going to actually sit there. It finally has been agreed in 79 with a deed being given to the Catholic Church for the Pope to be able to sit there. Pope Francis will very likely be the one to sit there, and that temple is ready to be put up. But you can see the carnage that is being brought here with the trash, the barbed wire, and what's happening there at the Muslim mosque. And so the Muslim mosque is right there on the Holy of Holies that had been in the first and second temple of Solomon and Herod's temple. And so they're there really attempting to fight over the whole thing, and because they see that this is now November of 2014, and we understand that because the Jewish people and the Muslims, they know that this deed has been given in a very secret way. But yet the people now, many of them know what's going on with that holy side of Jerusalem. Now, the temple is going to be built right there, and Many have even heard that it would be right over uh, David's sarcophagus where he had been buried. This is a site where the New Jerusalem temple should be built, and so some have said it was a 35-acre site. So we're seeing now what's happening as the different peoples that are coming in there. These are Jewish people wanting to pray at the Temple Mount, and of course the mosque is there. And so there's a lot of fighting going on right there at the door of the mosque. That's what you're looking at. And you're seeing that, and this is just recent footage. This is a November in 2014, and so it's an important part of understanding current history.